Alrighty, good evening, everybody. Meteorologist Matthew Hidalgo here with a quick little weather update. So we are keeping our eye on a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for portions of Beaver County until 9:45 p.m. I'm guessing they are going to likely reissue this here a bit further downstream, but we also have a tornado warning in effect. Now we are keeping our eye. This storm has a little hook to it, a little bit of upper level rotation at the moment, but the storm is warned for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. But we are keeping our eye on it as it continues to track east across the northern portions of Beaver County. Now, folks in Beaver, you should be staying out of the reach of this storm. Again, the storm is pretty much moving almost due east. Folks in Flores, you should be okay. Forgan, this is your time. Folks in Forgan, maybe McCain, further downstream here, if the storm does hold its intensity, to get into your safe spaces now, folks. Innermost portion of your house, if you have a storm shelter, bathroom, closet, make sure you're wearing blankets, pillows over your heads if possible. But yeah, this storm definitely packing a little bit of a punch. Now, this tornado warning does not mean there's a tornado on the ground. I just want to make that clear. It means that its radar indicated that there is some rotation within the storm, but it is not. We do not have eyes on it, and it is nighttime now, so it'd be a little bit harder to have eyes on it. So it's just better to be safer than sorry. So make sure that you are in your safe spots if you are in the path of this storm. But zooming back out here just a little bit, we do have a couple more storms week developing downstream here right around the Kansas and Oklahoma border right there. But majority of us are sitting very quiet. Here's a look at your radar for the viewing area in Amarillo Canyon, Hereford, Clovis. Again, nothing going on in our areas. Should be a fairly quiet night. The bulk of this rain that we are going to be seeing here through the overnight hours is going to be likely staying north of our region here. But again, we still have that tornado warning in effect. Let's see what the National Weather Service is saying. Oh, they are upping the hail size to ping pong ball size hail. So ping pong ball size hail associated with this storm. So again, folks in northern Beaver County, this is your time. Make sure you are getting into your safe space. So we're just looking at a couple of things here from the National Weather Service real quick. Yeah, we are seeing a tight coupler within this storm. Let's actually hop over to storm relative velocity for you guys real quick and just kind of look at what we're looking at. So yeah, so greens means it's heading towards the radar, reds means it's heading away. So kind of drawing this out for you here. The winds are going this way here and this way here. So this is the area that we are most concerned with within this storm. And again, storm is moving pretty much almost due east. It's moving fairly slowly, maybe a little bit of southeasterly tilt to it. But that's exactly where we're kind of keeping our eye on, where you can kind of see that hook echo within the storm. But we're gonna stick on YouTube Live here with you guys just to make sure that you're all safe. We are also gonna be having our show pop up here in about 15 minutes, folks. But again, tornado warning in effect for portions of Beaver County until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Folks in Forgan, if you're just hopping on with us, this is downstream of you guys, or should I say upstream right now? It's moving downstream towards you guys. So make sure you're in your safe space. Folks in McCann might want to also get in your safe space. Again, Beaver, we're not worried about you guys just yet. It depends on what kind of track this storm takes. If the storm continues to push further east, in this direction, then likely the storm's going to stay north of the Beaver community. But we got to make sure, because sometimes these storms like to make a little bit of a right-hand turn. And if it makes a right-hand turn, then it would be heading towards your direction. So we're going to continue to keep a close eye on this storm. Again, we weren't expecting severe weather. The atmosphere wasn't primed for severe weather for today, but we're going to be keeping an eye on this storm closely. This is definitely the strongest storm within the area right now. But we're tracking it for you here, folks. If we get a bit quiet just for a second or two, we're building some graphics because we have a show in about 14 minutes now. All right, folks, we're hopping back on here. We just built a couple of graphics because we have a show again in about 11 minutes. So sorry about that. But we are still tracking that storm. So kind of let's zoom down here just a little bit and take a closer look at it. They did move the severe thunderstorm warning downstream a little bit. And again, it's just starting to make a little bit of that southeasterly turn. So again, folks in Beaver, you are now in that severe thunderstorm warning, and that's in effect until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now, folks in Forgan, you're likely going to see some hail. That hail core is getting pretty close to you guys here, and we still have that tornado warning that is in effect. So, folks, just make sure that you are, if you are in the path of the storm, that you are finding your safe spaces right now. Again, we have a fairly tight couplet within it. And folks in Beaver, again, you aren't in that tornado warning as of right now, but hopefully we start to see these or this storm kind of weaken here over the next couple of scans. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on this storm. But definitely, folks in Forgan, you guys are in that polygon. Make sure that you are in your safe spaces. Again, we're really kind of keeping our eye on this area right in here. It's where we're kind of seeing a little bit of that hook kind of develop here. And if we go to storm relative velocity, see that's where you're seeing those greens and reds coupled together. It looks a little bit disorganized at the moment, but maybe it's just regaining its strength. Let's see what they're saying here. So this storm is issued for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And yes, that does include Beaver. And they continued the tornado warning for right now. We'll see if they're going to continue that here shortly. But we got a show in about 10 minutes here, folks. So we're going to keep our eye on it here, and we'll probably get a little quiet as we hop on air for our hit, but then we'll stick with it, especially if there's a tornado warning in effect. But this does not mean that there's a tornado on the ground. It just means that this storm is capable of producing a tornado. That means, again, that upper level rotation. But since it's dark out, it's going to be very hard to get eyes if anything is touching the ground at the moment. Alrighty, welcome back, folks. If you're still tuning in with us here, sorry, we were just doing a hit on over the air. Our 10 o'clock show has started. But zooming back down to this storm across portions of Beaver County right now, National Weather Service is going to extend this tornado warning a bit further downstream here for about 45 minutes at least. Let's see if yep, that's still the original tornado warning right there. So we'll see in the next couple of minutes. They should probably be posting that tornado warning. So Beaver will be the folks in Beaver. You will be in this next warning here, the tornado warning. So again, this is just radar indicated. Sorry, reading something off the National Weather Service chat right now. Radar indicated. That doesn't mean there is a tornado on the ground, but it means that this storm is capable of producing a tornado. So taking a quick look here at the storm path. It's pushing east, southeast here just a little bit, folks. So again, folks in Beaver, this storm is going to be impacting you guys. Likely starting to see some of that rainfall, but folks in Forgan, make sure you're still in your safe space. Likely seeing some of that hail core reach over your area right now. Let's take a look at the storm relative velocity here real quick, and that's where we're kind of keeping our eye on is where these greens and reds get real close together. It does look like somewhat broad rotation, but rotation is definitely there. The green color, that means winds are going towards the radar. Red color going away from the radar here. So we are keeping a close eye on this storm. It's definitely packing a punch, but it's going to continue to shift east and hopefully could pick up some speed here and get out of our area here fairly shortly. But we're going to keep an eye on this storm over the course of the next half hour to 45 minutes at least, folks. So if we go quiet, that means we're just getting some graphics ready and we're getting ready to go on air yet again. But stick with us. We got you covered. Stay weather ready out there. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are still tracking this severe thunderstorm that is in portions of northern Beaver County at the moment. They did get a new tornado warning in effect until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for a good portion of Beaver County here, and this does include the community of Beaver. So, folks in Beaver, this is your lead time. Make sure you are in your safe space. Again, I know we reiterate this a lot, but it's just to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there. But innermost portion of your house, a bathroom, a closet, make sure you have pillows, blankets, anything that you can put on top of yourself. But it does look like the storm right now is sticking to the north or north of Beaver. Forgan, you're likely seeing maybe some hail. It's up to ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with this storm. It does look like we're starting to lose that hook echo here just a little bit. Let's go back to storm relative velocity and kind of just look at it. We're still seeing some of those reds and greens real close together here, but it does look like it's a little bit more broader than what we saw just about 20 minutes ago. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on this. Again, folks in Beaver, Forgan, even Mocan, you might want to get in your safe spaces at the moment. But we got you covered. Just make sure you're still staying weather aware out there. All right, if you're still tuning in with us here, folks, sorry we were just going through the show here just a little bit, but still tracking this tornado warning, and we still have some of these up. We have some new updates for you. So they did trim Beaver out of that tornado polygon there. It does look like that the storm has shifted a bit further east northeast in its track, which could mean that it is losing some of its intensity and getting a little bit more disorganized here rather than its east southeast direction it was taking about 30 minutes ago. But still going to keep the tornado warning going here for at least a little while. It's right now in effect until 10:45 p.m. From this most recent scan, we're not seeing a real pronounced hook echo associated with it, but there is still a little bit of that upper level rotation within that storm. Still could produce up to ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So folks in Again, you're kind of on the back end of this storm right now, but again, still in that tornado polygon, so still stay in your safe spaces. But folks in Mocan, make sure you are in your safe spaces right now, likely seeing some of that heavy rain reaching you guys and could potentially see some of that strong hail. But this storm is going to continue to shift east. Does look like it's shifting a little bit northeast here over the course of the next 15 minutes. So we're going to keep an eye on that and any updates from the National Weather Service. Thanks. All right, thanks for staying with us, everybody. We're still tracking the storm. It does look like the storm's re-intensifying here a bit. Looks like it's trying to hook onto a boundary that's out there in portions of Beaver County. But we're starting to see that hook come back here just a little bit. There is still some rotation, so they still have that tornado warning in effect until 10:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for portions of Beaver. Folks in McCann, you're likely seeing that heavy rain, strong winds, maybe even some hail associated with this. You are downstream of this hook, the area of rotation that we're keeping our eye on. So make sure, can't stress enough, that you are in your safe space. If you're just joining us, that's the innermost portion of your house. If you have a storm shelter or a bathroom, a closet with no exterior walls. So pillows, blankets, anything that you can use to cover yourself. But the storm is still packing quite a punch. The severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for quarter-size hail now and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So we're going to continue to track this storm as it continues to push east. But folks in McCann, this storm is on its way towards you if you're not already seeing that heavy rainfall. So just make sure that you are staying safe, staying away from those west-facing windows, northwest-facing windows as well. But we should see the storm pass you within the next 20 to 30 minutes. We got you covered, folks. Just hang in there. All right, folks in McCann, this could become a dangerous situation here. Again, that hook echo is trying to reform or form again in the area. So right now, again, just make sure that you are in your safe space. Take shelter as of right now, folks. Again, this is just radar indicated. This doesn't mean that there's a tornado on the ground, but it means that this storm is capable of producing a tornado. We are seeing some upper level rotation within this storm here, and it does look like the storm is shifting a bit further southeast again. It's starting to take that southeasterly tilt, likely hooking onto a boundary that is out there in portions of Beaver County. But we're sticking with this storm, waiting on some updates from the National Weather Service as of right now. It does look like the tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning are both still in effect for at least the next 3 minutes. They're likely going to uh, issue a new warning downstream of these warnings here because the storm is still packing quite a bit of a punch. Now, north of McCann right now, that's where we're seeing that hail core at, likely quarter size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds with this storm as well. But folks in Forgan and Beaver, you guys have been trimmed outside of the severe thunderstorm and tornado warning polygon. So you guys are in the clear as of now. The storm is not affecting you guys. But folks that are in Gate right there near the Texas and Oklahoma or sorry, the Oklahoma border there of Beaver County. Just be a bit cautious here as the storm is shifting east southeast at the moment. So you guys are still well a ways away from the storm, but just make sure you guys have a way to receive any of those severe weather alerts. But we'll be back with more updates here in just a short little bit. Alrighty, we got some good news. The National Weather Service says they have eyes on this storm at the moment. Yes, we're seeing upper level rotation, but they are not going to be reissuing a tornado warning for the storm at this time. Now, the storm thunderstorm warning is still in effect until 12:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time for portions of Beaver County. This still includes McCann, and it's going towards Gate as well for half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We are going to hop off of YouTube Live at this time, but if anything changes, if we see the storm re-intensify or a new warning would be coming out, we'll make sure to hop back on here and give you guys an update. But hope everyone else is having a good night, staying safe out there, and enjoying it.